In today's world, we're taught to always respond, to always explain, to always have the last word. But what if real power isn't in what you say, but in what you choose not to say? The wisest minds in history, those who mastered themselves, not just their surroundings, knew a timeless truth. Silence can be your greatest strength. You see, words spoken in the wrong moment can hurt others or haunt you. They can escalate conflict, drain your energy, and leave you regretting what can't be unsaid. But silence, chosen silence, especially when emotions are high, is an act of discipline. It's a signal of emotional control, unshakable confidence, and inner resilience. If you want to be respected without shouting, if you want to lead without arguing, and grow without needing to defend yourself, learn the art of silence. Let's explore when saying nothing says everything. 1. When you're angry. Let me ask you, have you ever said something in anger and regretted it the moment the words left your mouth? Anger has a way of hijacking our judgment. It pushes us to speak quickly, loudly, and carelessly. But what if, instead of reacting, you chose silence? A Stoic understands this well. In moments of rage, they pause. They breathe. They walk away if they must, because they know anything said in anger is usually something you'll wish you could take back. Staying silent in these moments isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It protects your relationships. It protects your integrity. And most of all, it protects you. So the next time you feel the heat rising in your chest, ask yourself, will these words heal or will they harm? If the answer isn't clear, stay silent. That's real strength. 2. When others are gossiping. Here's something worth remembering. Every time you join in gossip, you're not just talking about someone else. You're lowering your own character. Gossip might feel like harmless chatter, but it spreads fast and it always comes back around. The Stoics teach us that great minds discuss ideas, small minds discuss people. Which one do you want to be? When others start tearing someone down, resist the urge to join in. Stay silent, or better yet, steer the conversation to something that actually matters. People notice who speaks and who doesn't. When you refuse to gossip, you earn something far more valuable than laughs. You earn respect and trust. Because if you don't speak badly about others, people know you won't speak badly about them either. That's the quiet power of silence. 3. When you're being unfairly criticized. Not all criticism is created equal. Some of it helps you grow, but other times, it's not about helping, it's about hurting. It might come from jealousy, insecurity, or just a desire to provoke. And when you react, when you try to defend yourself, guess what? You give them power, you give their words weight. But the Stoic approach? Stay silent. Let them speak. Let them try to stir the pot. And while they wear themselves out, you stay still, calm, grounded. Because here's the truth. Time reveals everything. Those who matter will see through the noise. They'll recognize what's real and what's not. And your silence, it won't be weakness. It'll be wisdom. 4. When you have nothing meaningful to say. Have you ever found yourself speaking just to avoid the silence? We've all been there, throwing out words to fill the air, thinking it makes us more engaged, more present. But here's something the Stoics knew well. Not all speech is valuable. And often, silence holds more power than empty words. Talking without meaning waters down your voice. The more you speak just to speak, the less impact your words will have when it truly matters. So here's a powerful question to ask yourself before you speak. Is what I'm about to say useful, honest, necessary? If the answer is no, choose silence. Because when you speak only when it counts, people notice, people listen, and your words carry weight, not just noise. In a world overflowing with chatter, being the one who speaks with intention is a rare and respected strength. 5. When someone just wants to argue. Have you ever met someone who argues not to understand, but just to win? They don't care about truth, insight, or connection. They just want a reaction. And the more you engage, the more fuel you pour on their fire. Here's the hard truth. Not every battle is worth fighting. Responding to provocations doesn't make you strong. It makes you vulnerable to their game. The Stoics teach us when someone argues just to stir conflict, the wisest thing you can do is walk away. Let them fight the wind. Let them exhaust themselves in noise. Your silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. You're not running, you're rising above. So next time someone tries to drag you into a war of words, ask yourself, is this about truth or is it just a trap? Then choose stillness. Let your silence be your shield. 6. When you are learning. Have you noticed how most people listen just to reply? They nod, they wait, and the moment you pause, they jump in with their opinion. But true learning doesn't begin with talking. It begins with silence. When you stay quiet and really listen, not just to words, but to tone, emotion, body language, you gain insight most people miss. You catch the unsaid, the energy, the intent. The Stoics understood this deeply. Silence sharpens perception. It turns you into a student of life. So next time you're in a conversation, try this. Pause, observe, absorb. Don't rush to respond, because the more you listen, the more you understand. And when you finally speak, your words will carry depth, not noise. 7. When the other person is hurting or needs to be heard. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. When someone is in pain, when their world is falling apart, they don't always need advice. They don't need you to fix anything. What they truly need is presence. A silent, steady reminder that they're not alone. Think about it. Have you ever been comforted just by someone being there? No solutions, no speeches, just their quiet support. That's not weakness, that's compassion at its finest. The Stoics knew real strength lies in restraint, in knowing that silence, when shared with love, can heal more than words ever could. So the next time someone you care about is hurting, don't rush to fill the space. Sit with them, breathe with them. Be the silence that says, I see you, I'm here. 8. When you need to focus inward, not get distracted by what you can't control. There's a storm of noise out there. Bad news, gossip, chaos, constant opinions. And in the middle of it all, the Stoics teach us a radical truth. You don't have to engage with any of it. Instead of reacting to every headline or every rumor, what if you chose silence? Not out of fear, but out of focus. True power begins when you redirect your attention inward toward what you can control. Your mindset, your values, your actions. The more you practice inner stillness, the less the outside world can shake you. That's not ignorance, that's wisdom. Because silence isn't the absence of strength, it's the foundation of it. So the next time the world tries to pull your attention in 100 directions, ask yourself, is this helping me grow or just draining me? And then choose silence, choose clarity, choose peace. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength in its most refined form. In a world that constantly pushes us to react, to prove, to speak, sometimes the most powerful move is to stay still, to breathe, to choose not to waste your energy on what doesn't matter. The Stoics remind us, true power doesn't come from controlling the world, it comes from mastering yourself. So, the next time emotions run high or someone challenges your ego, pause and ask, would silence serve me better right now? Because silence, when chosen with wisdom, protects your peace, preserves your dignity, and sharpens your focus. It helps you lead your life, not just react to it. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more timeless lessons from Stoic philosophy, made for modern life.